All is well. Oh my god. I just about gave myself a fucking heart attack. Turn the game on. Forgot to turn down the music from my headphones. And then all of a sudden, I'm just getting blasted. I'm like... Holy cow. Oh boy. Okay, so what's up, gamers? sorry. Howdy, gamers. I forgot. My intro is howdy. I don't know when that's been a thing. Because I know it's like over the course of the last 3 years of streaming, I have used like so many different intros. I've said, what's up, Fox Gang? I've said, hello, yellow, what's up? I've had so many different intros that I have used. Over the course of streaming, so it's like I really just don't have a set one, but I think I like howdy the best. All right, let's see. We finished the Tartar stuff last time. Okay, I just want to kind of go over a couple of things real quick because I'm sure someone's going. I'm sure nobody cares, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put this out there. So last time we did a pretty long stream, about 6 hours. The intention was originally to stream for the whole day because it was my birthday. Which, if you're gonna ask how my birthday went, It went about as normal as any other birthday. I ended up in a case where it was like, okay, I had to take the money that I was saving for something else, and I was like, okay, I gotta take this and get some food. Because work has just been awful. That's really all it is. It's just like it's been awful. But to be fair, it's fall, so I should have already seen that coming. But it's no big deal, really. Oh, well, Yukari sounds... She sounds like I do when I have to get up in the morning. Like, I have to get up at 5:30. So, Fox, why are you live this early? Usually you don't go live for like another 2 hours or so. Okay, you know it's gonna be a full moon soon. Doesn't it make you nervous? Yet, no, not really. Sorry. I'm trying to talk and play the game because everyone's always complaining that, like, actually, I don't think anyone complains that I stop playing when I'm talking. But basically speaking, I didn't go to work today because it was raining. So I was like, I could work on videos, but then decided I wanted to stream. And in fact, streaming this early works out a lot better for me because of the fact that you guys know, is like, I don't like it when like my housemates show up and they make a ton of noise that gets caught on stream or something. And it's like, if I stream in the morning, I don't have to deal with that. If I stream in the afternoon, that's usually when they're getting back home from work and stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, that's a lot more annoying. So I was just like, I've been playing with the idea of streaming pretty much all morning. And then I just kind of got caught up with some other stuff. Like, I was like, oh, wait, I got to go farm out my gacha games first. So that's what I went and did. Oh, and I guess I need to talk about why we didn't stream full day on Friday. My chair broke. So, Fox, are you having to stand this whole time? No, actually. I got the chair's not fixed. The back of it is still pretty messed up. So it's like, if like I can't lean back into my chair, or else, yeah, I will plummet. But I can now at least actually sit in the chair a little bit better. So it's not that bad. What's up, Gokti? Oh, that actually does remind me, you saying FGO. Me forgetting how buttons work. Hey, what's up, Akai Paper Moon? How's it going? Okay, so now that Chihiro nor Yuko are ready to promote. We'll go hang out with Maiko, I guess. Actually, do I have her social link at all? I mean, she's available for rank up, so I may as well. Now what was I saying? Oh, yeah, okay, so I got the chair fixed up. Damn, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, right. I was... okay. Okay, so Gogty reminded me about FGO. And... And let me think. Well, I mean, if they're not available during the summer, then I guess I'm just screwed. But now I'll do it. Oh, I know I don't have to, but now that you bring it up, it's like, I may as well, because I think my social links in those regards are still better than what I've got. I've got to ask, how audible am I in comparison to everything else? Because I'm like, I've been going back and I've been listening to the VODs, and it's like, I really do just kind of feel like the music and everything, game sounds, it just always feels way too overpowering. Like, it's not that bad. I'm still audible, but I'm like, in comparison, the game sound projects way too up into my range, and I don't like that. So I might be turning all that down a little bit. Because here's the thing, as I want you guys to be able to hear the game, but if you're like, well, you want to hear the game more than you want to hear me, then I'm sorry, that's just not how streaming works. Okay, I think it was upstairs. Okay, back to what I was saying, because I keep getting distracted. Okay, so Gogty mentioned FGO. I ended up this morning, I bought a Type-C to HDMI adapter. This is getting ridiculous. I can't find the stairs. So I can finally, like, hopefully if it works, I should be able to start streaming some of the mobile games, which I think will be fantastic for when I do more mobile sponsorships, but also for like just being able to play some FGO every once in a while. Because I'm sorry, I hate using BlueStacks and LD Player as emulators. They suck. I mean, they're not bad when they can run the games properly, but do you guys remember what happened during my Monopoly sponsorship? Literally, my whole PC crashed. It wasn't just OBS. It was... I had to restart my PC like 4 times. I'm like, Ooh, boy, that was messy. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Okay, yeah, do I have Principality so I can go hang out with Chihiro?
Yes.
It was insane doing that. So I did get it, and I think that'll be good because I do have to do one more Marvel Strike Force live stream, which will probably be on Wednesday or Thursday. So hopefully I'll have it by then. Ha! Yes!
Welcome back.
I actually had time to mute before I sneezed. Marvel Strike Force? That's an old gacha game. It's been out for a couple years. I know Draven said when he first started streaming, that's what he was streaming. And it's actually a really fun game if you're a fan of if you're just a fan of Marvel. And I think my favorite part about it is that as a gacha game, you have a lot of free roles to just kind of deal with it. And it has plenty of characters, so not everybody is generally going to have the same team. Obviously, right now, because there's a lot of events happening in it right now, a lot of people, especially new players, will probably have very similar outlined teams because of the unlockables within the game, but genuinely speaking, it's actually been kind of fun, very simple to play. As much as you hate it, you're gonna have to start opening Charizard packs. I was opening only Pikachu packs for a while. I'm still... Oh, wait, no, I don't need to try and get Bulbasaur right now. That's right. I forgot. I exchanged points for Bulbasaur. So, oh, but I don't have Venusaur yet. Okay, so I still have to get Venusaur. I'm trying to collect the entire line. You're not getting anything new from Mewtwo? Aww. What am I doing? Okay. It's a documentary about two chants who were rivals. Watching a boxing DVD with Sonata might help me gain more courage. Want to watch it together if you have time? Let's watch together.
In this fight, each side had one win and one loss. A serious all-or-nothing match. And the fact that they were lifelong rivals only helped them push each other to the top. Do you have anyone you'd consider a rival?
Nope.
Yeah, I can't imagine there are too many people out there who can match you. If you ever do find someone, though, I'd be curious to see how
I still haven't built a deck other than my Blastoise deck.
You'd have to be really lucky to find a partner.
But to be fair, I've got an EX Lapras and an EX Blastoise, and those things are insane.
I don't think a long-time childhood friend is quite the same thing as a rival. But hey, the world is a big place. I'll just keep polishing my skills until I find the right person. Sorry, we were supposed to be relaxing, but...
Like, you got Blastoise who can do like 100+ damage, depending on how much energy he has on his card. Or you've got Lapras who does 80 damage plus healing 20. And if you want to play Articuno, as long as you flip heads, you can paralyze the enemy so they can't do anything. Super useful. One thing that I definitely dislike about the legendary bird cards is that they are chance based, and I'm like, I don't really like my victory being chance based. It's like, if it works out and I win, then I can't complain about it. But when it's like when it flips tails and you lose, you're like, man, if only it had hit heads, and it's always gonna be in your head a little bit. So I'm like, I don't necessarily like those cards, but I still run my Articuno because it's good. Fox is totally not playing favorites between Chihiro and Yuko, I swear. Actually, you know what? I think next time I do want to hang out a bit more with Yuko, because I do like where her story is going as well. Because it feels like her story is a bit about finding her path of what she wants for her future. Oh, these aren't voice acted. Okay. I couldn't focus on the movie because I kept worrying that I was afraid that I might see that guy from before who tried to, I'd help you again. Right. I'm sure I'll be fine if I'm with you. Oh, but please try not to get into any fights. I don't want you to get hurt. Chihiro is smiling. I feel like we became a lot closer today. Did we? Oh, right. My mom asked me to buy some things for her on my way back. I should take care of that before it gets too dark. Thank you for today, gaming. Blah, 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 blah. I hate saying my own name because it's like, that just feels so weird.
Welcome back.
Hi, how was your day? It was fantastic. What did you guys do? Just laze about the building all day? Tisk, tisk, tisk. I expected better. Oh, hey. Oh. I've already read most of the books here. Oh, are you here to look for a book too? The ones in this section are a little difficult though. Reading together with Mitsuru might help improve my academics. Do you have a book to read? If you'd like, I could lend you something from my collection. Yes,
In
please.
that case,
All right. I'll go grab that book for you.
I didn't put a lot of thought into what books I brought. I just took whatever caught my attention. I apologize. I should have asked what your
Dude,
preferences
I
were
was going through my
beforehand.
wish list today, and I was like,
Asking now, what kinds of
man, I
books
was
do you
kind of
usually
wishing
read?
some of those games were on sale right now before I started having to pay for stuff. Because I was like, if something's cheap enough, maybe I'll buy it. But nothing was on sale. Just my luck.
Oh, do you now? I'm partial to historical fiction myself. I actually read a lot of it.
Okay, I'm going to be real here to answer this question. Manga or novels? I'm actually gonna have to say I do prefer novels. So there's a lot of fun for manga in the fact that, you know, it's like you don't have to picture things in your mind because the pictures are on the page right there for you. There's a lot more convenience to it. At least for a while there was, just because of how readily available a manga could actually be. Second of all, and maybe I'm incorrect in this, but there are, I think most manga really aren't as expensive as a normal novel. I don't know. I don't buy a lot of manga. I feel like most of the manga I bought by accident, and I don't remember. I literally only own one manga volume, actually, and it's Misfit of Demon King Academy, and I thought it was a light novel, so yeah, there's that. But just straight up, I would say that I do just typically prefer a novel format because I can sort of apply my own thought process to the scene and feel myself really get absorbed into the text. That tends to feel a little bit better for me. Now, I do like manga because that's, you know, that's the precursor to an anime. And as cool as an anime is, I don't know, sometimes I just like reading things without having to drown myself into all that makes an anime. Because an anime isn't just the visuals, it's the special effects, it's the music, it's the voice acting. Whereas when I'm reading the manga, I get to apply whatever I want into the scene as well, like in comparison. Whereas when you're watching as an anime, you kind of are inserted into the thought and creativity of the people who make it. None of what I'm saying makes any sense to anybody else, but it makes sense to me, and that's all that matters.
I'm rather fond of novels. All you have to do is turn the page to experience another person's life. That reminds me, Yamagishi mentioned liking novels as well. I never inquired further, but maybe she'd make for a good reading partner. Incidentally, the books I brought today are things like biographies and history books. I can attest that they're all worthwhile reads. Rather accessible ones, too. I hope you find them to your liking.
Okay, now on this aspect, I'm more of a fantasy reader, actually. I'm not big on biographies.
Oh my, you're really tearing through the pages. I'm impressed by your focus.
What about you guys? Is there any kind of book that you guys don't really like to read? Like, I don't like most non-fiction works. Obviously because it's not because it's like, oh, well, I don't like real world events. It's more just like,
It's nice to spend some time.
those
reading
are more
quietly
like, I
together
can
like
read
this.
them if I'm
Thank you.
looking for
That
information.
made for a
But
relaxing
if we're
evening.
talking about
Well
reading
then,
them for
it's time we
relaxation
return to our
or
rooms.
something of that
Good night.
matter, I'm like, no, not really. They're just too dry for me to read for enjoyment. To be fair, there are some fantasy novels that I'm like that too. Lord of the Rings. I just find Lord of the Rings to be a very difficult read. I think it's a good story, but it's just not my forte. What's up? Tomorrow's the big day. That's right.
Yeah.
I've got butterflies in my stomach. You know, no, sorry. I've got butterflies in my stomach, you know, like right before a big match. Now I know how Sonata-san feels before he gets in the ring. It's been a while since you've read books. Come on. I'm just kidding. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Alright, I guess we're hanging out with Odagiri today. Star must be happy. You know, you say that, Star, but so far, now this is just a so far analysis of everything. I'm like, I don't quite understand what's so likable about this guy. Give me some time. Maybe I'll find out more.
Regarding the incident from the other day with the cigarette butt in the boys' bathroom, it seems the teachers want the student expelled as soon as we find out who it is.
Why?
What?
Well, I guess we should have
It does
expected
hurt the
that.
school's reputation.
I'll keep everyone posted on this. That's all for now.
Watch it turn out to be just like, I'm like, does it just turn out to be one of the teachers, or is it Odagiri himself who was smoking? Odagiri looks like a smoker.
Expulsion, huh?
I am joking about
So,
that, by the
What
way.
do you think about all of this? About the smoker's punishment, I mean.
It seems too harsh if you want my honest opinion. Like, I can see issuing a warning, especially if it's like a first time offense, and like, especially it kind of depends, really, like situation involved. Like if it's a first offense, it feels like maybe a warning. But Odagiri also seems like a hard ass, so.
I think
Oh
it's a little
wow!
too harsh. Once I catch the culprit, I'll give him a good talking to. The goal here should be to prevent this
Yo!
from happening again.
Way to go, Odagiri!
I'm not counting on it, but it'd be great if I could get people like him to change their ways. I don't sympathize with students who break the rules, but does kicking the bad kids out really make the school a better place?
No, it doesn't.
It's really not like me to whine about it. I guess I'm just confused because I feel so powerless. If I can go above and beyond this time and earn the teacher's trust, my word will hold more weight around here. Just you watch. I'll work my way to the top.
Is it really character development though? Like obviously like Odagiri has always had the appearance of a hard ass, and he's maintained that appearance throughout the entire thing. I think this is less character development and more like we're starting to see that despite being a hard ass, Odagiri has another side to him where it's like he does want to see some kind of punishment, but he has a punishment befits the crime kind of thing. So less character development and more us just seeing more about the character.
I still have some work left to do. I need to compile a list of suspects. You can head on out of here. And take...
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to skip your dialogue. But now I feel bad for choosing the wrong answer, because now it means I gotta go hang out with him next Wednesday or something in order to make up for the points I lost. Sup, dude? Tomorrow's the day. If we lose, the city gets overrun with the lost, right? We gotta win this, no matter what. You down for hitting Tartarus later? I wanna pack on some muscle. Oh, that's right. For tomorrow, I think I'll have you stand by at the dorm just in case. So if there are preparations you need to make, please take care of them today. Are there preparations that need to be made? I can't think of any. Like, maybe going to the pharmacy or something? That's the only thing I can think of. Bow wow. Bow wow. Oh, well, she's got apathy syndrome. Oh, they all do. Man, these people are out of it. Honestly, it looks more like they're just like unconscious from drinking too much. There's even a club right there. Okay, ooh, these are expensive. Hoity-toity cat food for fine felines? What?
You know, there are a few home remedies that do work. Saying this is probably bad for business, but don't rely too much on medicine.
I mean, I think some people just... I mean, you still get the points for winning, right? Like, they conceded, alright. I guess it does feel a little bit bad, because you're like... But it's like, in the end, if the person knows they can't get a turnaround victory, they probably would just be like, there's no point in just losing that last Mon.
Which ones?
Alright, we're just gonna grab 5 of these.
Done already? Come again, yeah?
Like, honestly, sometimes I'm like, I'm fine if somebody just concedes. It's not that big of a deal. Gonna earn some money. Oh, I do too. Because I'm like, if I'm just gonna lose, I'm gonna take that loss with some grace, but in the end, I understand conceding the victory. Because it's like, at the same time, if it's kind of like how some, like, you know, in chess, some people will just concede instead of getting checkmated because they already realize they're gonna lose, so there's no point wasting time when you already know the outcome. Now, if it's a fighting game, then I'm like, no, don't concede, because there can always be a turnaround in like a combat-oriented video game. Hey, what's up, Rico? How's it going?
Hello there.
Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Good morning. How are you feeling today? Perfect. That's really reassuring. I guess that's why you're the leader? By the way, we're going to have a quick meeting about the operation tonight. So please return to the dorm immediately after school. Bum 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 bum. Class has ended. There will be a full moon tonight, a powerful shadow. I should return to the dorm and prepare myself. But I don't want to prepare myself.
Any luck, Fuka?
Just a moment. I found it. I'm picking up a large shadow in the city.
Hey, you were right. Yes, it seems like our full moon hypothesis was correct.
It's located in Iwatodai, inside a building on Shirakawa Boulevard.
Which is where?
Shirakawa Boulevard. They've been finding the lost in pairs lately. Now I understand why.
Why?
In pairs. Ah, now I understand.
What's on Shirakawa Boulevard? I'm not familiar with that area. I've heard about it, but...
Uh-huh. What have you heard about it?
Oh, that's where all those hotels are. That explains a lot. You've heard about them, right, Fuka? Where people go to, you know.
Junpei?
What? What is wrong with you?
I mean, to be fair, he's just,
Now,
you know, he's
don't let
just
your
spelling it out.
imaginations get carried away. They're no different from any other hotel. The rooms are just a bit more exotic. That's all.
Oh, really?
I don't know about this. Maybe I shouldn't go.
Oh, come on. Don't be such a chicken.
Look at you, Yucatan. You're such a child sometimes.
What?
Besides, we need to
Who are
bring you.
calling
You're our
a
healer.
child? All right, fine. Let's go.
Like, literally, we have
Serving
no
us
choice
on
but to
the
bring you.
line
You have a
operation.
permanent spot
No
on the team.
objections.
You could just do that?
So, who's gonna take the lead?
I don't see any reason to change leaders now.
Fine.
Yamagishi, I want you to handle support during the operation.
No, sorry. I feel like he would,
Do my
like, give the most exasperated sigh in that, like, fine. I'll do it.
All right. Go ahead and decide on the rest of the team. Let's do this.
Bum, 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 bum. Wait, we're starting from in here. This is so weird. All right. Well, we obviously got to bring Yukari. Let's see. We could bring... Alright. We could bring Junpei or Akihiko. I'm probably gonna bring... I'm probably gonna bring Mitsuru. Junpei or Akihiko. Junpei, Aki. Junpei, Aki. Junpei, Aki. I feel like since we were running with the team with Aki last time... But didn't we were also technically running... No? I don't know. Okay. We're gonna run Junpei with this one. I swear to God, if this next one is loaded with enemies that are weak to lightning, I'm gonna lose my ever-loving mind.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Save. Yes.
Yes.
I'm aware.
Whoa! Looks just like I imagined. Champs de floors?
No, Junpei, it's Champ de Fleurs.
It's Champ de Fleurs. It means field of flowers.
I
This is the place.
probably
I can sense the
messed that
presence
up,
inside.
that
Then come on, leader.
pronunciation, and
Let's
I
get this over
apologize. Why does this bug you people? What is... Why does this bug the hell out of people? Because it is something everybody takes note of, is that Fox uses one save file. Yes! Because it's my first run. I like for my save files to be separate runs. Why is that so weird for you people? I'm detecting a major presence upstairs. It has to be our target. It's hiding in a larger room on the 3rd floor. Head that way and track it down. Bow, 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 bow. There's an elevator. I mean, if I miss something, I miss something. Like, I'm not that much of a hard ass about it. And if I get soft locked, well, new run. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to put up a sub goal. Hold on. I forgot that I was gonna bring the sub goals back today. Give me a second while I go and get this set up. See, this is why I kind of want to do a bit of console gaming in the future, like getting a new console and shit. In fact, getting a console would probably be a little bit cheaper than getting a new PC, and it would let me like stave off having to get a PC for a while. But that's beside the point. Actually, it would probably cost around the same once you include capture card. Okay, is it my overlays? Yes. Oh. So I mean, I'm glad to hear that, Rico, but I'm also sad to hear that, Rico. I'm like, what? Okay, Reese. Okay, goals. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we're going to say Star, do you remember the name of the game that Cal wants me to play? What was the name of it? It was it was it Dead Space? No. Dead Cells, thank you. Dead Cells. Dead Space is something entirely different, I think. Okay, now let's see where it is. That's gonna put that about there. All right, here we go. Okay, sub goal is on the screen again. Fox plays Dead Cells. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm already eventually going to play it. It's just that this puts it is that if we hit the sub goal, I will put it on a priority list. I'm ready.
This thing's
The
so
fuck is this thing?
more normal looking than I expected.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's not the most outrageous thing we've ever seen before.
This large shadow is at the Hierophant Arcana.
Who's next?
We don't know what it'll do. Be ready for anything.
This thing is part of the Hierophant Arcana. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's not what I was expecting. Okay, I think the best thing to do here is to start out with elements that nobody else has access to. Anyone else feel like the game is kind of lagging a bit? Okay, blocks light.
Now's the time.
Like, am I the only one who feels it? Feels like there's kind of a delay. I might need to check my settings later. Because it was not doing this before, but sometimes the game will just kind of... It'll just kind of redo all my settings by itself. I don't know why, but it does genuinely do that.
What's the plan?
Uh-huh. I'm starting to get an idea here. Wait, do I have anyone that does curse or darkness damage? Fuck! No, damn it! I gave away my only I gave away I forgot. I fused away Garulu. Oh my god, I'm so stupid!
How's everyone feeling?
Okay. Okay.
Have to do this.
Yeah, that latency is going to kill me. That latency is going to bug the shit out of me.
Time, I'll hit them where it hurts.
Okay, median shit. Okay, first we're gonna lower defense.
Let's see.
Now we can also check to see whether or not they're weak to slash, strike, or pierce damage. You never know.
I need to get out, isn't it?
That skill seems to instill fear in its.
Oh, well, this is annoying.
Succumb to the fear. Don't push yourself and try to calm down. Junpei-kun, will he be able to fight?
Well, that is very annoying. Do I happen to have anybody who is like got like maybe Patra or something? I mean, I've got regular Patra.
In this situation,
Okay.
This will do the trick. How about this?
And sadly, I have no way of implying any other status effects on you, so that's annoying. Yeah, Junpei is paralyzed with fear. Junpei is also dead. Okay. I guess that's one way to do it, huh? Good thing I got somebody here with a revive skill. Holy shit.
Now's the time.
Okay. No, seriously, this lag is killing me.
Shall I move to strike?
Any chance to destroy one foe? There's no point in doing it because I already know it doesn't work, but I keep being like, you know, maybe. I just hate the fact that there is a selection of moves that just straight up is not, like, just doesn't work. It's like, why do we have them then? Oh, well, that's how you deal with, well, it affects mobs. And it's like, does it look like I'm dealing with any mobs right now? No. Like, the fact that this section of moves just straight up does not work on an entire section of enemies really sucks. Okay.
What to do?
Holy arrow? Yeah.
can I scan on this enemy?
I don't think there's any point in me scanning this enemy.
Pull the trigger.
Because I'd be willing to bet it's just going to tell me, oh yeah, this one is weak to darkness, which you don't have. Oh, Junpei's about to die again.
My Theurgy. I think I can use it now. I can do this. Yes, for my friends.
Okay, attack, defense, accuracy, and evasion up.
What's the plan here?
I'll show you.
All right, come on.
What's the plan?
All right, we're gonna raise up Junpei's own defense a little bit further. Oh wait, no, that just extends the defense boost. I keep forgetting about that. Doomsday Doctrine, what does that do?
I need to get out, isn't it?
Kirijo-senpai can't do anything right now.
Restores and raises accuracy and evasion for all allies. Deals medium almighty damage to all foes. High chance of inflicting down. Okay. Alright, the issue that I'm having here is basically I'm going to have to take this route. Alright, Patra on you.
Junpei-kun, will he be able to
In
fight?
this situation,
Help me!
Shall I move to strike?
Alright, Rakunda. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough fight. And I know that those of you who have already played it are just laughing, being like, he thinks this is tough. Oh, he hasn't even gotten to the next phase yet. Oh, good job, Junpei.
I'm ready.
I don't think so. Because anything that is running on my PC right now is all the same stuff that would be running under normal circumstances.
I'm ready.
And we don't usually have this level of delay in any other time, so it might just be... It seems to be running smoother now than it was a second ago. So, but I just don't understand where it was doing that.
Locked and loaded. Now, let's end this.
Yeah, it's running a little bit better than it was just a second ago, and by that I mean it doesn't seem as delayed. So I don't know what was going on a second ago. Yeah, that's exactly it, Rico. High chance to freeze. Any chance that this can be frozen? Probably not, because they don't like their bosses to be handled by status effects.
What's the plan? What's next?
Alright, I'm gonna use Bash. Oh wait, no. Don't we already know that? Don't we already know that Bash doesn't? I mean, it's not that it doesn't work. It's that it doesn't knock it down. Okay, 2 misses.
What to do?
I don't like this fight right now. I don't know. I just like I'm sitting here and I'm like, I have the most
Now's the time.
ominous feeling at this moment, and I don't like it. There is like, I don't know. There is like the Cynthia music playing in the back of my mind that just says something is about to happen. I don't trust this one bit. Am I just paranoid?
Damn, I'm getting jacked.
Like, am I just getting paranoid for no reason in this game?
We did it! The enemy's been defeated.
No, there's no way there's
We'll be waiting
no
outside for you.
there's no way that's it. The door won't budge. Okay. Yeah, something's wrong. I knew it.
Huh?
It's the bed. My money says that it's the bed. Oh. What if there was a shadow in the TV? Yeah, right, like that would ever happen. I'm not seeing anything. We'll just have to turn every stone. Uh-huh. The heart-shaped chair? P4 be like...
Huh?
Hey, is it just me, or is There's something weird about this mirror. What? Fox is being respectful and shutting his eyes. Let him know when the cutscene is over. Okay, I can tell the cutscene is over. My head feels foggy. I can't remember why I'm here. What was I doing? I feel like I'm forgetting something important. I can hear the shower running in the bathroom.
Embrace your desire.
There's a strange voice ringing inside my head.
I am the voice of your inner self.
I don't believe that. You don't sound like me at all.
That which cannot be felt is merely a dream. The present is all we have.
That's not true.
The future is but a fantasy. Memory a fabrication.
Shut up, intrusive thoughts.
Let your desire free you from your shackles. Such is your wish.
What is my wish? I don't understand. I really don't understand what the hell is going on. Somebody want to fill me in?
Why do you resist? Do not avert your eyes from the truth. I am the voice of your inner self.
I already said you are not the voice of my inner self.
In the moment.
Because I do not repeat myself this much. Actually, I totally do.
It's merely a dream.
Yeah, never mind. I actually repeat myself a lot when I'm in my own head, so maybe this is my inner voice. Who cares?
Why do you resist? Do not avert your eyes from the truth.
How long is he?
I am the voice.
How long is he going to do this?
Revel.
How long can we make this dialogue just constantly repeat itself?
Which cannot be felt is
this is my question.
The present is all we have.
Who cares? My consciousness is starting to blur. But I know I still have work to do.
Why do you resist? Do not avert your eyes from the truth.
This is like the... Is this all?
I am the voice of your inner self.
Is this all it's gonna do?
Revel in the moment.
Is it just gonna take me through this cycle the entire time?
The present is all we have.
That's not true.
The future is but let your desire free you.
Okay, I can't give in.
Is what you truly seek.
Would it literally have just been stuck on an infinite loop
Doorway to bliss.
until I gave like some kind of different answer?
Your instincts. Embrace
That's hilarious, and I absolutely would have done so if I thought that that would be funny enough. I'll pass. My mind is getting clearer. Seems like something was trying to manipulate my thoughts. It basically continues until you deny it. Someone turned off the shower in the bathroom.
What was I...
Well, this feels awkward. You're wearing a towel! Quit flipping. Why did I... Oh, hold on! No, no. You walked out of the bathroom. I was just standing here. I do not deserve to be slapped. Like, I understand being embarrassed and all that, but quite literally, like, no. What? This is so stupid. I don't know why anime does this, where they're like, oh yeah, girl walks out of the bathroom, and the guy. Now, most of the time, it is kind of the guy's fault. Like, who hears a running shower and just walks into the bathroom without knocking? Like, if he had walked into the bathroom, that would be on him, but he just literally stood there. And she walked out in the bath towel. Why didn't she, like, put her clothes back on before walking out of the strange bathroom that I'm sure she realizes is not her bathroom? Oh, well, her mind was being manipulated. That does not give her any reason to slap the shit out of us.
Can you two hear me?
No.
I'm sorry I couldn't contact you sooner.
It is a very dumb anime
Shadow
trope.
was interfering with your thoughts, so I couldn't reach you. Looks like you two got teleported away as well. The group's all been separated. The enemy is still in the same room. Let's regroup and then head back there. Did you hear that, Yukari-chan?
Yeah, I heard you.
Did something happen?
It's fine. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
And how about we don't mention this to anyone? Got it?
Mention what? No, like, literally nothing happened other than you slapped me. I didn't even see anything. Like, just to clarify, literally nothing happened. I just saw you in a towel. I lived with 4 sisters. Do you know how common that was? So we can blame that shadow for getting us trapped down here. I'm going to try and find a way to break this barrier. In the meantime, please reconvene on the 2nd floor. Like, I get it. It's like, oh, girl slaps the pervert. It's slapstick humor, literally. But it's just, it's not that funny of a trope unless you're like 7 years old. Man, I didn't think there'd be another shadow. Anyway, you two okay? Anything happen to you? Oh. Uh-huh. Well, that doesn't seem suspicious at all. I'm sorry, just the way she said that. It's just like, I think Junpei caught more of a look of something than he should have. Everybody is now jealous of Junpei. I get it, it's the mirrors. The readings from the mirrors in the guest rooms seem to be resonating with the main shadow. If we can destroy those mirrors, then maybe we'll be able to break the barrier. Well done. Can you tell which rooms have these mirrors?
Yes.
I sensed something from rooms 204 and 205. Try heading to those rooms first. Okay. Well, here was 204. Wait, there's something glowing. We have received Soul Refresh. This person might catch a cold sleeping here like this, but I guess we can't exactly move them. I mean, we could try. Wait, hold on. I guess just go to the mirror. Well, there's the mirror, so we just break it, right? Then let's smash this thing to pieces on the... Sorry. Let's smash this thing... Then, let's smash this thing to pieces on the count of 3. 1, 2... Wait, hold on. The signal's close, but I'm not entirely certain that this is the right mirror. Could you check the other room too, just in case? That's a good point. Better to be safe than sorry, so let's cover all our bases first. I swear if it just turns out that was the correct mirror, I'm gonna lose it. It better just be that it's always the second mirror. That is the thing you better be telling me. Then I would say the better options are either to scream for the protagonist to leave the room or to rush back to the bathroom. Slapping us was not the answer. And let's be real, the main reason that it tends to happen in most anime is just because people think it's funny for some reason. Again, like I said, it's just really stupid humor on the part of anime. They think it's funny, I guess, because people think it is. Like, let me go ahead and let me go ahead and put this into another particular setting. Is reverse the scenario. Guy walks out after having just showered, sees a strange girl that they barely know, freaks out and smacks the shit out of them. To be fair, how aware was she that there was any mind control from the other shadow to begin with? Again, this is just bad. Again, I'm just stating, this is bad direction. It's not like I don't understand. It's like, oh yeah, there was shadow mind control. That's a genuine concern. But overall, she had no way of knowing whether we were or weren't, or whether or not smacking us would even do anything besides just turn our attention to her. Doesn't exactly seem like the smartest idea. Again, I'm just saying, probably the smartest idea would have been to just lock herself back into the bathroom. Why are you getting intense deja vu? No? I think you might have had this conversation before. I actually wouldn't be surprised, and I think this would be the funny thing, is like you being on my side of the conversation here, and then someone else iterating all of the stuff you've just iterated to me. I think that would be funny. But no, we've never had this conversation before. We have had the conversation about how I feel about the female protagonist. Like, just slapping the main character. I'm not a big fan of it. Because it's like, it's usually like really stupid, and sometimes it's just, did you pop over? Star, I swear, is this actually what happened? Is that you've had this conversation before, but we're switching positions or something here? Or is it just that you remember this conversation from another timeline? Like, I'll point out, the most understandable thing is probably the concept of, okay, she isn't aware of whether or not we've been mind controlled by the shadow. That is probably the most understandable explanation out of this whole thing. But let's go ahead and be real. That's not why that happened. It's literally just that anime writers love to write that scene for some fucking reason. And second of all, my next statement is still, she woke up in the middle of a mysterious bathroom. Why did she not take the time to put her clothes back on when she realized, like, when she snapped out of it? Because we're assuming that she was awake enough to go into the other room and snap out from the shadow's control. Because otherwise, the scenario that we're saying, okay, so we're saying she came out of the mind control when she saw the pro tag. That's really stupid and completely states, no, this was written for humor. This was not written for the slap was not written for anything serious. It was written purely for the literal slapstick humor, and that's what I dislike.
Wait, what?
Alright, sorry. Holy crap, you're right! It's not showing me in all my heroic glory. I feel like we're gonna be on this topic for a while. Had you stayed there and kept choosing the same dialogue option for the rest of time, Pro Tycoon and Yukari definitely would have. Would they have? It seemed like it was just an endless loop. Star, are you telling me you just kept doing the same option until that happened? Because it seemed like the only way that scenario was going to happen was if I said, oh, hey, yeah, I agree. It seemed otherwise I was kind of just stuck in an endless loop there. Let's pretend that's what you did. Okay. I think the one thing that we can agree is that there is limited idea as to how this works because it's a game and the game is based off of your decision, so it doesn't move every part individually. It just moves it based on what choices you made, and that does make the writing a little janky. Because if we're talking about realism here, yeah, Yukari probably would have come out while we were still debating in the endless loop, saying, who cares? No, I'm not going to do that, blah, 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 blah. The realistic thing would have been, probably she would come out, she probably still would have slapped us. Even if we weren't doing anything. Let's go ahead and be real here. They still would have put that scene in there. We would have just been sitting there, didn't even look at her. We probably still would have gotten smacked. So generally, it's just kind of the limit where it's like, obviously we drive the storyline, and I'm gonna probably just leave it there, just because the full depth of the conversation is still, I don't like this trope that people do, because anime loves this fucking trope for some reason. Now, I will say, a lot of the times, I would say, yeah, the guy kind of deserves it, because, hey, why did you just walk into a bathroom that clearly has a shower running? Okay. And I'm not saying it's not understandable. I do understand where she's coming from, because, like you said, she was in a vulnerable position. There was a strange guy she barely knows. So, she took care of the situation. I don't agree with the slap. I do feel that the best scenario to actually have been done in this situation was to just run back into the bathroom. I feel like we're going to be arguing about this, and this is like the most pointless ass argument that we're having here, more just because it's like, I do understand all sides of this. I just don't like the trope. That was all I really wanted to get to, is that I don't like the trope. I think it's a dumbass trope. In this scenario, yes, somewhat understandable, because they're in a strange situation. The characters don't fully understand what's going on. But that doesn't mean I'm ever going to really like this trope, because it is just slapstick humor. Especially in anime, because you can't play the idea is like, okay, girl bigger, the girl is smaller and not as strong, because when the girl slaps from fury, the guy goes skidding down the hall, like gets lifted off the ground. So that one goes out the window. In this situation, that's not what happened. And again, completely justifiable on some level, like you said. I can understand it more in this situation. Do I necessarily like it? No, because it's still just written for slapstick humor. I only said that because I was saying, okay, in my defense, I'm going to say I might not have used the right usage, where rather what I probably was saying it as, like in my thought process, was that I was saying it, okay, this isn't as big of a deal because, like, to me personally, because I lived with 4 sisters. So for me, it's like, okay, I saw a girl in a towel. I'm probably not going to care. I'm not taking away from the particular panic that she might have felt. I was simply explaining from my personal perspective, which is not going to line up with other people. I apologize if everyone felt that my terms were, like, the way I said that was off base, out of line, or what it is. I just speak from the overall personal perspective. I mean, overall, Star, is like, you're bringing up your point. You're overall bringing up your point, and they're completely valid ones. I personally think that maybe we probably wouldn't escalate to more of an argumentative tone. More like, okay, if you had started out by saying it's like, hey, Fox, I don't quite like how you said that. Like, the idea that, you know, because you had 4 sisters, you know, maybe the other party doesn't feel like that. That, to me, I'm like, okay, if that was probably a better starting point, I think. Yeah, it was a discussion. I say argument because I'm over here, my voice is slightly raised kind of thing. Where it's like, I feel like if I am slightly raising my voice, I feel like I personally have escalated more to an argumentative tone. And I'm like, I don't like that. Shit. Okay, break the defective mirror on the 3rd floor. Okay. Which one was the defective mirror? I got a little too, turned around on this. Okay. That one has a reflection. The thing that makes me feel bad about the discussion that was basically just had is that sometimes I'm not sure whether or not I make my point, or if maybe to other people it sounds too much like I'm mansplaining.
All right.
And it's like, I'm not trying to do that. I do try to get my point across, but sometimes it does feel a little too much like, maybe what I'm saying could easily sound like mansplaining, and I don't want it to sound like that. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm just like, sometimes I feel bad about, like, when I explain, I tend to be like very caught up in my opinion. I think a lot of us are. Is that we're all just kind of caught up in our opinion, and making that opinion known and apparent is very difficult without getting too aggressive-y. I like the discussion though, because it's actually a very valid point in this particular case, is that, okay, Yukari was in a vulnerable situation, unaware of who was under the control of the shadow. Like I said, this is probably the one time where I say the trope is justified. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that I held too much to my dislike of the trope, and that colored my impression of the situation, because it's such a common trope, and most of the time I'm like, I really just don't like it.
I'll teach you not to mess with a girl's heart.
A lot of people, I don't think there's any reason to hate Yukari at all. And I do feel like I've been giving Yukari a lot of shit this early on in the story, if you want me to be honest, because it's like,
This time. I believe in you, team.
Yukari is very critical of everything that comes about when it comes to Mitsuru. That's the biggest thing that I take note of with Yukari, is that she's very critical of everything because fairly enough, she believes that Mitsuru is hiding stuff, which is very, very obvious that she is. So it's not as if the distrust isn't earned, but at the same time, it does also kind of feel like Yukari doesn't really make any attempt to bridge the gap there. Like, we even see her going a little bit behind Mitsuru's back to investigate things instead of addressing her, instead of directly addressing the situation. No, and that's good that she's a complex character. I'm just citing all of it. I think all of the characters probably have their own innate complexities, and that's what makes them interesting. I'm just stating the things that I'm noticing about Yukari. Now, the other thing is, Mitsuru is not doing anything to bridge that gap either. She stays distant from the rest of the group, except maybe Akihiko. But truthfully, Akihiko seems to more or less trust the situation and is definitely more of a comrade in this situation. Like, we've had some time with him and he guides us a little bit more than Mitsuru does. So we are more easily and more likely to trust him. So, but I don't think Yukari deserves any hate. So far, she seems like the only real thing that I would say might be an issue is she may or may not take teasing Junpei a little too far, but that's not a reason to hate her because we all do that. Like, if you are saying, I don't like the fact that she's always making fun of Junpei, I'm going to be like, well, then Star must hate me, and I must hate Star, because we're always teasing and making fun of each other. Literally, Star can say the smallest thing, and I will just go off on her a little bit just for the laughs. Like, that's more or less what friends do. Now, if you're personal, and I do feel this ties into a bit of the feel a little bit, because a lot of people say it's like, oh, these characters don't feel like friends, they feel more like co-workers. I think people who especially play the game now have probably already read that or already got that vibe, and so they've stuck with it. So when they see Yukari kind of teasing, they feel like it's way too aggressive or something. But I'm like, I kind of feel like us, Yukari, Fuka, Junpei, I think the four of us are like a pretty tight-knit group because we're all of similar age, and I mean, all the characters are of similar age, but we're more like in the same group. We're all new. So this is just my personal view of that particular situation. Yeah, we're the second-year squad. Because no doubt, you know, Akihiko and Mitsuru, they're a little more detached because they're in the year above. They've been doing this for a while. We haven't. So that provides a very big gap between us and them.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
Okay. Oh, wait, we have Zionga? Okay, resist lightning.
This will do the trick.
Freeze your heart! So yeah, that's kind of my view of it. I don't really understand any like actual hatred. If you dislike Yukari, I think I think saying hate is way too strong, but if you dislike Yukari for more personal aspects, maybe because there is something in her attitude that you dislike, I think that's completely viable, and everyone is allowed that opinion. But I can't say that Yukari has done anything that I necessarily outright hate. And of course, we got knocked down with a critical.
The enemy's charmed you. Please, we're on your side. Watch out! It's dangerous to get hit by that attack while you're charmed.
Yeah, you don't say.
While you're fighting. No! Can anyone help?
Oh, that's not really good. I can't really do anything in this situation. Let's see. I gotta bring back Recon.
Thanks.
Let me see. Do you have what is yours, Rakunda? That's lowering defense. I mean, that's great, but all right. You know what? Yeah. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lower your defense. And we're going to use an item to heal you up.
Much obliged.
Yeah, that's true.
What's this weird feeling?
Yukari. Really?
Something else.
Do I have Patra on anyone? I do. I'm gonna have to keep the MC. I'm just gonna have to straight up keep the MC on this.
I'm ready. Persona.
She's trying to make sure that you forget you saw her in the towel. I've already forgotten it. Personally, I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna keep that to memory.
What's the plan?
Let's see. Raises one ally's defense for 3 turns. I would say put this on the MC. And of course.
I have to do this.
Fuck this game. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I have noticed that is that a lot of people who dislike Yukari seem to mostly be OG Persona fans. Like from OG Persona 3.
Hey, Yuji. I think I can use it now.
Let me guess. You
Yes.
are really annoying and only take damage from curse or something. That'd be my luck.
Time to take action.
Should I scan on this enemy? Analysis complete.
Oh no, you're just you either just take no additional damage from anything or resist pierce and lightning. Gotcha.
I'll hit them where it hurts.
I'll show you.
You're just really annoying, is what I'm seeing.
Special attack! Ultimate lock! Taste some?
Seductive breath. I swear. Oh no.
This mist.
Oh no.
Careful. That mist can hypnotize you.
You don't say. I didn't quite get that from the seductive part of that title. Okay. I'm just gonna lower your accuracy and evasion for a second. Because I just get the feeling you're gonna be a very annoying enemy. Alright, time. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. Sing it, boys! Or girls, I mean, hey. To be fair, Jack's pronouns are he and ho.
Stay focused. I'm ready.
Let's see. Your defense still down?
This will do the trick. Go for it. That's a layup.
I fucking love that. I think that stand up, not singing, I think it can be whatever you want it to be.
What we can't stop me now.
And I don't know why, but I think the idea of them like singing on karaoke is so much funnier. Alright, assault dive. This is my strongest physical move. Defense reverted. What?
What's this weird feeling?
What's wrong with me?
Oh, that's not good. Yukari, I know you've got your problems with Mitsuru, but this is not the time to be worrying about it.
What to do?
Okay. This is gonna be a whole ass thing, ain't it? Alright.
Yukari-chan's been charmed. Can you snap her out of it?
Alright, let's see. Do I have any items that... Oh!
Let's
I have
use
quite a
this as
few
proof.
of these. Ugh. Okay, there we go.
To do this.
Let's see. I think it already still... Yeah, it's... No?
In this
Is that
situation,
agility?
help me.
Wait, is agility, evasion, and accuracy or something? Alright. Well, either way, I know that's now... I now know that's accuracy and evasion.
I'll go with.
Okay. I hate the fact that I can't use this on the enemies. Kaja is Rakunda. Kaja. Okay. Okay, we're gonna raise up your attack. I have no idea whether or not the Theurgies are influenced by an increase in attack stat. I'm just hoping that they are so that we can do fundamentally more damage.
Give 'em hell.
Okay, raises defense for one ally. I was hoping for something different.
Let's see.
Well, now her attack raise is extended. Deals with... Alright. Agadine. Ooh, great, you have fire skills. That's not very fun. Fire skills means that Mitsuru is in a bit of trouble. Me no like that. Me no like that at all.
I've already scanned this one.
What to do.
Yeah, I know you have. All right.
Shall I move to strike?
Alright, lowers defense. This way, all of our attacks are hitting for the best that they possibly can.
Can't stop me now.
No, not this.
What's wrong with me?
Seriously, Yukari.
I've been charmed. Is there anything you can do?
Something else.
I mean, there's something I can technically do, I guess. I love how I basically have to go like a whole turn, and I'm like, okay. And I have to do like a cycle of Patras. It's funny as hell. I'm like, okay, I guess. At this point, I'm like, may as well just let you guys be charmed for a turn or something.
Okay, now what? The time is right.
Because either way, I'm losing out on some attacks here, but at least members of my own party aren't getting wrecked. Okay, it's going for Agadine. Thank goodness, once again, it's still not okay. Ooh, this might be a risky play. Hi, Kiwi.
Now's the time.
All right, I'm gonna heal. Defense reverted.
I'll go with.
Okay, let me think. I could always try. Money says it blocks. Fucking knew it. Because this game never wants me to do anything fun. It's like, really? Fucking really? What's the point of having this selection of skills if you're just constantly gonna be like, no, we don't want you to be able to use these on the boss. They're really just for those stupid mobs that.
Let's see.
As some people can rationalize, Fox has some issues with Persona games.
You think you can hit me? My theurgy. I think I can use it.
All right, you do your thing, Fuka.
Life, shine upon us all.
Like, I am hoping that this is not just a me problem where like I'm just like, I dislike this and I'm the only one who has an issue with it, but I probably would not be surprised if I am.
Just one more. Take that.
Get fucked. The fact that Yukari is the one who shoots the final arrow on this thing, I'm going to say I love it. What does shock noise do? What skill did she just learn?
I'm glad you're all safe.
Excellent work. The enemy was clever, but you came out on top.
Thank you.
That enemy was
You did
an
good too,
ass.
Takeba. It's no wonder you volunteered.
Yeah, right.
And you as well.
You okay
You were
there,
able to
Junpei?
remain calm during the enemy's mental assault.
Maybe you're finally starting to recognize yourself as a leader.
Yo, what's going
Keep
on
up
with
the good
Junpei
work.
over there? He's looking a little sad. Our team survived another dangerous fight. And our bro Junpei is looking kind of sad. This is a lie. Do you not see our boy Junpei having an existential crisis in the background? I don't feel like we've gotten closer at all.
Tonight.
Oh, Yukari-chan, about that thing you mentioned the other day.
You found something?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about it later.
Alright, we should head back too.
Man, they're already keeping
Hey, come
secrets.
On, Junpei, let's go. Foop.
Oops.
Looks like you're really shining out there, dude.
We all did our part.
Really now.
Uh-oh.
Whatever, I guess.
Don't tell me you're jealous someone else is getting all the attention.
Ooh, no.
Shut up!
I think you just hit a sore spot, Yukari.
What's his problem?
We successfully defeated the Shadow this month, too. There should be fewer victims for a while. But I'm too exhausted to think about all of that right now. I should hurry back to the dorm and get some rest. You hit the ex-girlfriend button. Oh no.
That was faster than I expected. Quite a show, I must admit. They've been rather busy these last few months, haven't they? And it seems they've gained new recruits, too. Their fighting style is most fascinating. Not to mention they've made several forays into the tower. Well, Jin.
Several.
Are they our enemy?
Maybe more like
How about
4.
we go ask our buddy? Gonna be seeing him real soon.
I would say really more like
Yes.
4 or so
An
journeys
excellent
into the
idea.
tower.
Considering that he shares our fate, it
Maybe
would
more,
be
I don't know.
prudent to seek his opinion. After all, we don't have much time left.
Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. I actually have no idea how many times I've gone into Tartarus. And that was like, what, our 4th boss? But there was a couple of times where I went in there just for the lol, so maybe 6 trips into Okay, so I guess you could say several. Close enough. But first, we've got finals starting on Tuesday.
What?
Ugh, I'd forgotten about that. At least we had break before the exams this time, and summer vacation is just around the corner. We have finals starting next week. The first bell has rung. Rico, I think the reason Star doesn't want me to play those is that she doesn't want me to hate Persona. Because it sounds like I would fucking hate Persona. If those were the ones I started with. Let's see here. Finals start next Tuesday. Jeez, we just had an exam. What a pain. Well, maybe pain isn't the right word. Some phrases can be pretty tricky. Now, let's talk about comma splices. I'm sure you've all heard of them before, but just to be clear, a comma splice is when 2 independent clauses are incorrectly joined by a comma instead of a conjunction. Oh my god, we are literally like in actual language class. Here's a question for you all. Dun 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 dun! Gaming. Uh-oh. Why's it gotta be me? Call on Star! She's here, or Rico, or Satanaku. Call them. Don't call me. Where is the comma splice found in the following sentence? because it is 10:30 right now, we will not reach the theater in time. It's already started, to my dismay. I'm bad with language. Correct. The middle one is the inaccurately used comma. Okay, good. So I'm not a total dumbass and remembered something from my English class. That one just looked weird. Regardless of how logical the sentence flow may appear, a comma cannot be used to link two independent clauses. That's a comma splice. Star, are you paying attention? I say as if this is an issue in Star's writing for some reason, because it's really not. At least not that I can recall. Got it? Leave you and your commas alone? Never. Well, if anyone has any questions, let's move on. Oh, if no one has any questions. Well, if no one has any questions, let's move on. My ability to read is like on a 2nd grade level. Everyone in the class is so impressed by my weirdly nerdy knowledge. Well, if anyone has any questions, sucks to be you. Oh, that's way better dialogue. Speaking of dialogue, I was watching a YouTube short today, and there was this question of like, hey, which is better? DBZ original dub or DBZ Kai dub? And it was like, I really couldn't pick one because I prefer the voice acting in Kai. But as I was listening to the dialogue, I was like, I like the dialogue of the original dub better. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, there's nothing in Gekkoken. Oh, right, it's exams next week, so I guess nobody wants to hang out. Oh man, I love that play. Not really. We read that like every year of high school. It was a trip. Do I have the... Okay, I have Inugami. I guess we're hanging out with Maiko.
So, you know how it was my birthday the other day?
No?
Well, guess what? Mom and Dad both remembered! They really do care about me.
That's great news.
Yeah! They were smiling and happy and everything!
I'm just gonna sit here and...
So many presents! I even got a birthday cake!
Yep.
It's been so long since we ate together as a family. We used to do it all the time. How come Mom and Dad don't get along anymore?
Oh no.
I know. I'll just ask them why.
No.
You know why? I can fix it and make it all better. I'm gonna make Mom and Dad happy again.
I mean, either that or they're just gonna say it's all your fault. I mean, you don't want that on your conscience, little girl. I would say just leave it alone.
Wish me luck, okay?
Maiko seems fond of me. I feel like we're growing closer. This just seems like a bad setup for failure.
Okay. I'm gonna ask them. Bye-bye. Let's play again later, okay?
How about no? Why am I doing this? Why am I hanging out with this little girl? This just seems weird.
Welcome back.
You can see it as failure or opportunity for growth. About what? There's something I have to clear up. I'm sure you're burnt out coming right off an operation. You know, it might do you good to just rest today. What if I don't want to rest? You ever think about that? Maybe I don't like resting. Okay. I guess I just go work at the cafe then. I got nothing else to do. Nobody wants to hang out with me today. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Spend time at Chicago Cafe. I can't read. I don't know what that actually says. Thank you for the free money. Oh wait, it's not free if I worked for it, is it? Very good. Close enough. I would say it's close enough. Oh, wow. Only my academics is lagging behind. This is the fastest I have managed to upgrade any of my shit. Now watch it turn out that there's a rating of like 10 in this game. I swear to God, if you tell me that it's like the rankings go up to 10, I'm gonna lose it. I can hear people talking.
Anyway.
You know, our campus is pretty clean and new. I only noticed after my club had to visit another school. My parents said that our school was rebuilt after an explosion 10 years ago.
By the way,
I also heard that the explosion wasn't the only reason. Around that time, a lot of new students suddenly stopped coming to school. Star, I told you, you have to get an education. You can't just skip school. They shut down the whole school because of you. Just imagine Star goes missing and like a whole school shuts down. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's why they put up the new building, to start with a clean slate. Huh? What? You think there's a dark side to Gekkoukan High? You watch way too much TV. The first bell has rung. They'll never take me alive! Teacher cocks a gun. So be it. Let's talk about the Heian era today. I won't spend a lot of time on this, so pay attention. In 794, the Heian Kyo was established. In 894, they abolished Okay. They abolished imperial embassies to China. I might put this section on the exam next week. I'm feeling pretty lazy. Anyway, on to feudalism. Listen carefully, because this has to do with the origins of the samurai. I choose you, gaming. Let's see what you know. So, the law permitting permanent ownership of newly cultivated land served as a foundation for the development of feudalism. Thanks to this decree, a lot of land was cultivated. At the same time, a serious problem arose for the farmers. Do you remember what that was? Land invasion? Social disparity. Fox cheating on his test. Okay, good. I actually was thinking it was social disparity.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, exactly. Yep, you got it. The work doesn't end after you plow the land. It costs a lot of money to build waterways and stuff on top of that. So, the farmers with more wealth and authority could make more money by expanding their lands. On the other hand, Those who weren't as affluent had no choice but to remain poor. It's the same old story throughout time. A tale as old as time. Well, that's all for the Heian period. I answered correctly. Everyone in the class is looking at me with respect. Yo, this dude's a genius until he gets one question wrong, then he's a fucking imbecile. I fucking hate Persona so much. I hate this game so much because it's literally breathing out my fears back when I was in school, which is like, if you answer a question and you get it right, it's like, man, people must respect you. But if you get it wrong, everybody looks at you and talks behind your back. It's like, did you see that guy? He got that really easy question wrong. Even though I don't know it, he's such a fucking idiot. Hate this game so much. I'm sorry? Why is there a shadowy person trying to talk to me? They scare me? Fine. Let's go talk to Elizabeth.
Marvel. I'm looking forward to.
Thank you for the Twilight fragments. About requests.
Are you accepting a request?
Create a persona with torrent
You've
shot.
already fulfilled.
I didn't even know we did that. Okay. Bring me a Christmas star. I'm sorry.
The world you live in is so bright and colorful. It's rather blinding.
Does that say bring me a Christmas star? Hold on. Just give me a second, okay? Bitch, it's July! What are you talking? This woman is... Oh, you are like... What? You are like 5 months too early for this shit. Please feed the cat. What cat? I'd like to see a pair of max safety shoes to feed a rare shadow. Ugh.
Here are my... A shame. By all means.
Bring something you find from the ocean. How do I go to the ocean?
If I may... I will await a report of success.
Well, Swinter is better than Wummer.
I can sense...
Also, what cat?
Await a report of... Oh.
I swear she just gives me requests and is like, oh, these are easy. You should have no problem dealing with these.
By all means.
Persona Fusion milestone. Conduct a total of 20 Persona fusions. Have I really not done that yet? Fusion series. Emperor Oberon in progress. Oh, right. I have to make Oberon for a mission? Bring 1 rose bouquet.
Oh, yes. By all means.
Oh boy. Bring me some potent medicine.
I will await a report of success.
Well, this should be fun, I guess.
Very well.
Alright, let's see. Since we got the Juzumaru thing so early, I would feel like...
Now you're here.
Okay, well, we got Recarm. Thank you. Letter of thanks. Thank you. There's still more. This money is from the salaryman who went missing. Couldn't make out the full picture from questioning him, but you're the ones who saved him, right? The police can't accept gifts, so this is yours. Use it wisely. Hey, 40,000. I'll take it.
I'm gonna think of it. Much obliged.
Okay, so we're getting rewarded.
Uh-huh.
I feel like... Okay. Basically, all of these weapons are kind of a downgrade unless I account for the specific effects.
When it comes to blades, you've really got to take good care of them.
So this is +2 to
Otherwise, they're just
magic.
Useless metal sticks.
Reduce fire damage. Ooh. Increase luck. Beast Fangs. Weaponized gloves with spurs like Beast Fangs for Sonata. A short spear made for swift handling for Mitsuru.
Take as long as you need.
Let's see, footwear.
Got some new things in stock. Check it out if you've got the
Combat
time.
boots, mechanical Geta, electricity evasion. Ooh. Leather boots made of.
Everything stocked here is through my personal. Huh? Made up your mind?
I'll take this.
It's all yours.
Let's see, inline skates, combat boots.
That what you want? Great, it's all yours. Everything look good here? Great, it's all yours.
Honestly, I should probably buy armor.
Take as long as you need.
Alright, buy armor.
Take as long as you need.
Master's garment. Traditional martial arts uniform permitted only by masters. A soft overcoat that gently envelops the body. The Amigo Pancho. Resist
what you want?
distress. That's actually
Alright, then.
really good.
That what you want? Take your time.
Let's see. Honestly,
Everything look good here? Alright.
having our healer be able to resist any type of
All done here?
status is always good. I mean, obviously it's just a little bit more to resistance, but it's like that's the best thing because she's kind of the one who has to help everybody else get out of the status condition. But also, what cat? What cat is she talking about? Is it something that only appears at night? Oh well, at least I know where to buy the cat food. Super cat food.
Which one? You sure? Thanks. You got everything you need?
Bye.
Thanks.
Whoever goes to Port Island Station? Nobody goes there. Oh, hey, I found the flower shop.
Take your time. Look.
Let's see.
Please come.
Hold on, what?
Welcome. Take your.
Didn't she say she wanted a rose bouquet? I'm just like, I'm brain dead. I can't remember what was needed.
Please come again.
Station outskirts. Hey, I found a cat. We went there to nearly get ourselves killed once. Gonna have to be a little bit more specific because we go to a lot of places to get ourselves nearly killed. I'm just saying. we go to a lot of places to do that.
Good day.
Alright, about requests.
Are you accepting a request? Wonderful. You have my
You may have this, thank you. And then let's see here. Wait, didn't I feed the cat? I fed the cat, did I not? Do I have to feed the cat more?
Very well then.
Oh, it's a multi-day task? How much... How much is this gonna cost me? How much is this going to cost me? I'm doing this one time for the lols. That is not a Jack Frost doll. Oh wow, only 800. You obtained a Ganesha bank. Okay. How many times did I play? 4? It cost me 800 yen. Let's do it again. Play until you win a prize. I think I can only get the Ganesha bank since it's mentioning that, so I assume the Jack Frost doll isn't actually available. Or maybe it's always available, who knows? But this is just funny. Yeah, for now, I'm going to assume that it is just... like, I have to find a day where it's the Jack Frost doll. Alright. Let's see here. Let's see, we're gonna go to... That reminds me, I don't think it's quite time to go to Tartarus. I'm trying to remember what has made me go to Tartarus every time in the past. Basically, the story just tells me, hey, it's time to go explore Tartarus and get to the next floor. So I just wait, I guess. Which feels weird. It's almost dark. I decided to go back to the dorm.
Oh, it's you.
Welcome back. Feeling rested? There's plenty of time until the next full moon. And while I wish I could tell you to take it slow, finals start next week. So I'd like you to care for your health and concentrate on your studies. Don't you just love this game? Like, these games have a super critical story where we're trying to find bad guys or discover the secret of something, but we still have time to take a break for an education. And even better, the bad guy is always like, okay, high school exams are on. I won't do anything until those exams are over. I promise. And they keep to that promise every single time. I'm not worried about Akihiko's grades. I'm more worried he'll run off and do some reckless training. And studying has the added benefit of preventing that possibility. So here we are. Even though I'm mostly done studying for the exams.
In that case...
Then why don't you overlook gaming studies? That is, if he is able to join us.
I see.
Alright, sit down. I'll be your study coach.
I was hoping to go for another run after rehydrating.
Well, too bad.
I believe you've done enough physical activity for one day. Any more and you'll hurt yourself.
Fine. So, were there any subjects you needed help with?
Any taps for grasping formulas?
Nothing beats using them in practice problems. Are you concerned about getting bored and losing focus? In that case, try a quick workout between problems. The brain perks up once you get the circulation flowing. Not to mention, looking forward to your next workout is a great way to stay motivated.
Anybody else just imagine Akihiko whenever he's taking an exam, he answers a question and then just suddenly drops to the floor and does like 10 push-ups. Gets up, goes back to his test, answers another problem, and then does it, and then just moves on to another exercise. He just does a set of 10 reps of various exercises as he flashes between questions on his exams.
It all comes down to making it a regular habit. Just a little each day really adds up.
I wasn't going to say anything, but Akihiko, working out isn't normally a reward for most people. On top of that, what good does it do to preach about long-term habits mere days before the exam?
I guess you have a point. In that case, how would you recommend cramming for it?
It's not my usual style, but I would focus on memorizing material that is likely to be tested.
The only problem with that is that these teachers throw in the most random questions that they just think of at the last minute.
Well, we can talk all night, but doing is where the magic happens. Here, let me give you some practice problems.
Aw, thank you. Wait, you're giving me more homework? That's not what I agreed to. Me being like, oh, hey, yeah, thanks. And then I realized that just means he's giving me more homework. The despair in my voice at that moment. Come on, academics, you can go higher than that.
You immediately took what you learned and put it into practice.
Oh, well, thank you.
All you need now is some strength training and you'll be unstoppable. Once the exams are over, why don't we dive into Tartarus for a bit and get some workouts in?
You never change. I'll need to continue.
Again, I'm just imagining while we're like, Akihiko seems like he absolutely would love to meet Rock Lee and Might Guy from Naruto. He would get along with them so fucking well. I literally could see this man just like, as we're walking through Tartarus, he's just like, I gotta get the blood pumping, and immediately starts walking on his hands, being like, this is a good way to practice focus and discipline.
I look forward to seeing what you'll accomplish from here on.
I love this man. He's so fucking awesome.
For today. I want to get some stretches in before heading to bed.
And the thing is that I can't say shit about how he's like always talking about workouts, because when I was like deep in on my diet and my workout routine, I was the exact same way.
Let's get on with today's lesson.
Silence! Class is beginning. Uriel, Riloe, Ilili, Euler, Leru. What? Just a quick preface. When I use the word magic, I mean it in a very general sense. Anyway, today's topic is the magic of medieval Europe. I'll be giving a crash course on the single most magical place and time in recorded history. I imagine them talking about the 8 inner gates and Aki casually having unlocked it unconsciously before. Oh, I'd agree with that. So, there are a lot of materials pertaining to Western magic, from printed books to communal folklore. I'll cover all of it, including the changes European magic has seen since then. As I mentioned previously, European magic finds its origins in paganism. Starting with Christianity, though, it has been influenced by an influx of various cultures. Let's see, what are some well-known examples? There's Kabbalah, which is the esoteric study of mystical aspects of Jewish texts. There's also Gnosticism, a Christian sect founded by Simon Magus, the sorcerer. Magus, I don't fucking know. Greece's philosophy and natural sciences were the fruits of magical researchers. and the same was true of Islam's scientific advances, which surpassed Europe's at the time. Now, as for the circumstances of magic in this age, it was an era where the rule of Christianity and the insight of the natural sciences collided. Magicians bravely reached up for a connection with the gods. Say, are you still awake? You're not daydreaming, right? How about a test to see if you were paying attention? You'll know what type of guardian angel you have depending on how you answer. Uriel Rilue, Ilili Euler Leru.
Okay then.
Now who to call upon? I choose thee, Star! What is the esoteric study of Jewish texts called? Fuck. We literally just went over this. No reverse card, yeah. Wasn't it Kabbalah?
Good.
Very good. Thank your guardian angel, because they must be kind. I'm having too much fun with the voices right now. I'm paying like half attention, if you want me to be honest. The magicians of the age achieved great things, particularly the renowned grimoires. Actually, it's more like I'm not good at remembering things that are just said in a lecture-based setting, to be honest, because it always feels like they're said more in passing than anything else. And to be also fair, he mentioned a lot of other isms, so I was like, I just kind of focused in on those. I'm making excuses, obviously. A grimoire is a collection of magical texts, usually as all-encompassing as possible, wherein... By the way, did anybody have teachers that were always like... I really hated this, but in high school, I always had the teachers that were like, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. I'm gonna be real with you. There were so many times I wanted to just leave the classroom when that bell rung, and I would have just straight up said, it's called the dismissal bell for a reason. And you literally have said, we've got 5 minutes to get to class, and if we're late, we get written up. So no, what's the point of a bell system if it doesn't actually dismiss us from class? That's really stupid on your part. And the reality of it is that if you couldn't teach the lesson within the amount of time between one bell to the other, that's on you. Kept us 30 minutes saying that if one had the guts to leave, then we would be punished. Something like that, but then again, I had some asshats in class that cleaned their desk 5 minutes before the bell. Called us sheeps with no guts, I would have left. I would like to think I would have left, but I also know I probably wouldn't have. I was too afraid of authority figures. I'm going to say I tended to clean up like my desk at the in the final total minute. Like if there was only 1 minute left in class, that right before the bell would ring, that's when I would clean off my desk and then I would do stuff. The only other time that I would have cleaned up my desk would have been if I already finished all the assignments. That's the only time you would find me with my desk clear in the last 5 minutes of class. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to grab cat food. I'm sorry, kitty. I'll be right back. Let me go get you your cat food. I'm sorry. It's Polonium Mall. Can I just have an instant thing that just sends me to the pharmacy? so now I'm kind of curious. It's a crane game. The prize is a Jack Frost doll. Play until you win a game. Da 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 da. Watch me still just somehow get a Ganesha bank. Oh, that time it took me 5 tries to get a Jack Frost doll. Intriguing. Cat loves food, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cat loves food, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, man. That was funny.
You made up your
I'm
mind.
just gonna buy 5. Someone's gonna tell me I bought way too many, but I'm okay with that. I just don't care enough. It's not like I'm spending my money on anything else. May as well spend it on cat food. Na -da 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 -da. Give it super cat food. Meow meow. The cat is purring loudly. It seems happy. Its purring seems more energetic than it did last time. Maybe the cat will feel even better if I come back and feed it again tomorrow. Imagine you can eat cat food in the dungeon. If we could eat the cat food, I would want to see the characters flinch. Like, they go, like, if we use it on somebody, they just, they flinch when we do it.
Are you accepting a request? Come to think of it, by all means.
I should have known that this request was not as simple as what I was led to believe. I was like, oh, you want a Jack Frost doll? Okay, I'll go get one. She wants 3. Okay. Quick question. Can I borrow some money? Miss dump $6,000 into a fountain? Can I take out a loan, please? Okay, that time we got it in 4. Wait, she dumped $6,000 in change into the fountain, and she can't lend me some cash so I can go get her these Jack Frost dolls? I'm just saying. I swear, if it turns around and she's like, I want about 3 more, I'm going to kick. I don't know what I'm going to kick. I'm going to kick this guy who's just laying down here for some reason.
Good day.
Okay, about requests.
Are you accepting a request? Wonderful. Marvelous. I'm looking forward to it.
I think that's more of a request for Star. She would gladly level up Jack Frost until level 99.
Very well then.
Also, I'm bringing this up, but I'm like, as far as I know, there is no place that we can visit right now where we would have access to the ocean. So that particular request is not gonna happen.
Good day. A shame.
Okay.
Very well.
Let's see. Okay. I guess we may as well go ahead and hang out with the old couple. They're nice people. Maybe. I don't know. I wanted to own a bookstore once. I just think it would be fun. And I would read like my entire inventory. Like I was gonna have a bookstore and I was gonna call it Whiskey Peaks Bookstore. Absolutely no reason why it would be called Whiskey Peaks, but I just kind of liked the idea of it. I'd even have like a small cafe area so that people could go and sit and read. It'd be nice.
My wife just headed out to GeckoCon.
Oh? I'll wait here.
Well, she won't be gone long. In the meantime, why don't you keep me company?
Just imagine you say, oh, I should leave and go see her.
I've got something we could share.
Honestly, it feels more like it's less that you're hanging out with the old couple and more like you're hanging out with Bunkichi, and I don't mind that.
Oh dear, you got back just in.
Who be that?
The tree.
What happened?
What's gotten into you, dear? Take a deep breath. You ought to know better than to walk so far at your age.
Yo, what happened?
Here, drink this. And here's some for you too.
Well, now I'm worried. What's going on?
Well, judging by her reaction, it seems the rumors might be true. The persimmon tree we told you about. You know, the one by the walkway at your school. My wife heard a rumor that it was going to be cut down. She almost fainted. Do you know anything about this?
No, I don't.
Maybe it's just a rumor after all, then. There's a chance there's no truth to it. If all this worrying turns out to have been for nothing, well, that would be quite a relief.
All right, that gets a chuckle out of me.
Too much trouble. Could you tell us if you hear any more about it?
Honestly, that one was funny. I've never thought about that one. Fox is adding that to the book of puns.
I know I made it sound like something very important, but only if it's convenient for you. Tell us if you hear anything about the persimmon tree, all right?
We will. We will protect that tree with our lives. If I have to, we'll tie someone to the tree. Rico, are you volunteering?
Oh, welcome back.
Hey, are you free tonight? With exams coming up, I thought maybe we second years could hold a study session. Bass, I'm heading to my room. Huh? Wait, Junpei? Oh well, his loss. You, me, and Fuka can still study together. Something tells me Junpei is still kind of pissed at Yukari. Speaking of a book for puns, what would be a good name? I don't know. I think a Punderful collection would be a good one. I was gonna volunteer you to do it. Nah, I honestly was going to, but I was like, you know what? I pick on Star way too much. Let's add Rico to the collection here. Did you need something? Was I?
Huh?
Hold up. Oh, okay. I was going to say, first of all, I was going to say that if it was actually a Christmas decoration, I was about to ask, Fuka, why do you have a Christmas star with you right now?
Sorry.
I was going to judge you so harshly right now, Fuka. You dodged a huge bullet. Oh, man. Okay, we gonna study? We were just about to start studying together. Do you want to join us? It's okay with you, right, Fuka?
Uh-huh.
Of course. Will you study with us? Let's study together. I need to get my academic score up. It's lagging behind.
Fuka, your notes look so trendy. I kinda wasn't expecting that.
What do you mean, trendy?
Oh no, these are Natsuki-chan's notes. She let me borrow them since I was out trapped in Tartarus. She sure is. That said, there's actually quite a bit missing from these notes.
Oh, you're right. This part just has the equation and no answer, and this page is full of doodles.
Yep,
And
I
this
saw that one
part,
coming.
Is that a drool stain? Hey, it may not be the best study material, but it's the thought that counts.
Wait a minute. Well, I guess she was missing for like 10
I'm
days.
trying to think of a way to return the favor.
Complete her notes?
Complete her notes. You mean like fill in all the parts she's missing?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. But it's going to be a lot of material. I wonder if I can finish it all.
Then we'll help you out. It'll be a good review for us, too.
Thanks, you two.
Here, let me see those notes.
Man, it must be nice being able to study with friends, right?
Yeah.
Like, on that aspect, the study culture is amazing. Like, getting together with friends sounds like it would be really fun, but I never had friends to study with, so it was all me by my lonesome. Yeah, I know, right?
Natsuki-chan's in for a real surprise when she sees this.
Like, I think that's one of the reasons, you know, that people kind of get tired of school is that once you kind of... It's like, it's one thing when you are at school. But when you get home, it's like you are so tired of that shit, you don't want to think about it. But I really do think if, like, there was more encouragement for, you know, kids to gather outside of school and study together, that would probably, it would, honestly, more people would actually study because you could have, like, actual hangouts. She better like it.
I'm sure she will.
Like, that's just the way I feel about it. Obviously, it becomes a motivational type thing.
Well, it certainly helped us study, too, right?
So, it's like, if you have no motivation yourself, I can understand that it's a whole other issue, but I don't know. I just do feel like maybe I would have cared more about studying if I had friends to study with. Or, you know, friends that encouraged better grades or something. Because a lot of the people I hung out with did not give a shit. So, exams are coming up pretty soon. Have you been studying? Yep. Oh, yeah? Well, not that it's any of my business. Dude, Junpei, what's going on with you, buddy? Here we go! Finally! We've reached Taira no Masakado! He's the turning point of the era of the samurai. It all began with infighting among the Taira clan. Their conflict escalated until the Imperial Court had to intervene. Masakado was pursued by the Imperial Court, so he had no choice but to openly oppose them. The result was known as the War of Masakado. Gaming? You may not look like a samurai, but let's see if you know this one anyway. There's a theory that Taira no Masakado thought up the prototype for an item essential to battle. Now, what do you think that item was that it's something every samurai needs? Armor? I'm gonna take the guess armor. Seems pretty necessary. Oh. The katana, okay.
Yes, exactly.
I feel like, I mean, I guess this is why I hate playing quiz games, because it's like, I'm like, the answer feels so obvious most of the time, and then I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, it can't be that easy, and then it's like, it really is just that easy. Armor is nothing if you don't have a weapon. I'm like, I'm sure they had weapons before the katana, didn't they? Apparently not. Knew that one already, huh? Yep, it's the katana. Think of samurai and their sword. Think of samurai and their swords are the first thing that come to mind. Although it's not known whether Masakado really came up with them. This is going to be on the exam next week, so prepare well. Let's skip forward a little to the Kamakura era, eh? At last, I can feel them on their way. The samurai are almost here. I'm having a little too much fun with this character. In 1185, the Kamakura shogunate was established. Yes? I'm sorry. In 1185, the Kamakura shogunate was established. Yes, we're there! And of course, its founder was Minamoto no Yoritomo. I can't believe we finally made it. I don't know why, but I am having way too much fun with this character. I do also love that it's our charm that increases and not our knowledge in the academic setting. That feels weird. It's a message from Sonata? Mitsuki-san is coming tonight. Sounds like he has something to tell us. We'll meet on the 4th floor once we're all back. Well, often it is deduction. Rifle was later in the Sengoku period with Nobunaga popularizing them, so it was between armor or katana, but given the samurai are more known for their swords, it was more likely the katana was the answer. This is your thought process. That's fair. I guess it just kind of feels like, to me, I kind of think of it as a whole. Like, when I think samurai, it's not just the sword. I also typically think of the full-scale body armor, the helmet, the weird pauldrons that they have. So that's probably for me, is like, for me, it's not just the one little thing that my brain focuses on. It's kind of the whole image where it's like, yes, I like a similar thing for like knights and stuff, because even though everyone thinks of swords with knights, it's like knights more commonly actually when in war typically used spears kind of thing. So when I really think knights, I really do just think of the full scale armor, especially because like any dumbass with a blade can have a sword. So it's just a thought process basically. So, all right, let me go find out about that persimmon tree that Star's trying to cut down. Star thought I wouldn't throw her under the bus. She thought she was safe, but nope. The Star slander does not end in this chat. Mitsuru superfan. Oh my god. I was walking around the other day and this weird guy walked up to me. He didn't wear a shirt and he had weird tattoos. I tried to look away, but I accidentally looked right into his eyes. They were the coldest eyes I've ever seen. But then he smiled at me. God, even thinking about it gives me shivers all down my back. If only it had been Kirijo-senpai, I would have fainted on the spot. You know what? You should be proud of yourself. This is a very proud lesbian. And you know what? I dig it. But at the same time, I'm just like... Gee. Okay, fair enough. To be fair, she is the Mitsuru super fan, so no surprise. I heard there's a revenge website, but the URL is top secret, right? I'm trying to figure it out, so I'm looking all over the web on my cell. There's a local thread that seems like it has a lot of info on the site, but it's all garbage info. When I think of artists, I think of those people who squint and hold a pencil up to their subject. Artists who do that, especially the guys in my class, just want to look the part. That's fair. I really want to get back into... I need to stop watching art streams because it always makes me want to get back into... back into drawing, and it's like, I'm not a very good artist. But to be fair, it's like... You'll never be a good artist if you don't choose to work on it. You know what I mean? You know, how are you going to be a good artist if you don't work on it? But I also want to, you know, work on my writing, so I'm kind of... It's like, there is a no-winning situation for me. Was that Star's favorite character? Kenji? Okay. That persimmon tree is going to be cut down. Oh, sorry. Let me redo this. Persimmon tree is going to be cut down. What a waste. I so wanted to try its fruit. How dare they? How dare they cut down the persimmon tree? I have never had a persimmon. Are they good? Give the cat food. The light in its eyes has returned. Maybe the cat will feel even better if I come back and feed it again tomorrow. I had a black cat once. Its name was Midnight. Fox looking to see if he has pictures of Midnight. I mean, I have pictures of Midnight from when she was a kitten, and that's probably the only picture I have of her. I like. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I hate being an animal lover. I hate being an animal lover. I hate the fact that I'm always around other animal lovers. And it's not because it's like I want to hate animals. I don't. I love animals. What I hate as being an animal lover and being around other animal lovers is more that I live out in the countryside, and a lot of people are very, very cruel, and they will drop their animals off on the side of the road, especially in my area. Star has noted that my area has a problem with stray cats. And it's because literally people will just drop off a box of kittens like up at the local church or something, and it's deplorable. And they kind of just find their way over to our house because my housemates will feed them. Which isn't a bad thing. Especially because, and it really sucks because it's like where I live, the shelters are all full. They can't take any more animals. That's why people just drop them off. But what I hate as an animal lover is that my housemates or my parents would take these animals in, and be like, you know, maybe having the pet would be good for you. And then it's like in a matter of weeks or months, they start to realize it's a lot more to take on. And then they'll be like, we can't keep doing this, and we'll end up having to try and find homes for them. And me, I am, like I said, I'm an animal lover. I'm a very deep animal lover. And I just like, I'm attached to them. And even though I am the person who tries to remain the most distant from the animals, I am probably the person who gets the most attached to them. So yeah. Like a very good example is you guys know our dog Freya. Even though it's my housemate's dog, I treat her more like she's my dog. Like, I'm not the person who buys the dog food or anything, but it's like I'll get up in the middle of the day and I'll go and see her, I'll play around with her, I'll hug her, that kind of thing. During the course of the day if I'm at home. That's what I do. Oh, right, the Christmas flower. I was very confused for a second. I was like, huh?
Mark, I'm looking forward.
I was like, why is her thing going on? And I was like, huh? I'm confused? Oh, that reminds me. I can technically fuse more shadows now. Fox, fuse the shadows. I mean, personas. I mean, shadows. I mean, they're kind of the same thing, really. So it's like you can use either term. Well, no. Technically, personas are not shadows. But at the same time, they technically are. It's a confusing mess, honestly.
I've completed registration.
Okay. Let us fuse. Okay, we can fuse up to level 26. Well, we can't make that. We can't make Satana. Dang it, Satana, why do you gotta be level 29?
Seeing what personas come to be is a great joy of mine.
Let's see, Legion, Yamato no Orochi. I don't need to fuse Chariot right now. Okay, I'm gonna go with Fusion Search just to kind of help myself out here. Takeminakata. I do need Hanged Man. This is Principality and Takemikazuchi. Sorry, I have standards.
Seeing what personas come
let's
to be is a great
what is the
joy of
highest
mine.
level of thing I can fuse? It's Legion. That's Fool. We don't really need anything of the Fool arcana like ever because the Fool ranking just progresses with story. Justice. We do need justice. We must have justice.
This would be a wise choice. What do you wish to inherit?
Okay, what do you end up getting? Wait, hold on. What does your
This
stats look
persona
like?
is powerful. Please choose what skills to inherit.
Let's see. Dekaja is always good. Growth. I want to keep an additional fire-based ability. Just don't need Bufu. Let's see. Maisuni, maybe for healing. Tarukaja. I would say Taru.
It will receive a fair amount. Well then, shall we begin?
No. How about we not begin with you suddenly jamming cards into my face? I'm just noticing, but why do you have an octopus on your shield? Deals weak Pierce damage to one foe, 2 to 4 hits. Deals weak pierce damage to all foes. I mean, there is no reason for me to take Torrent Shot over Arrow Rain, except maybe to conserve HP, but even then, it's still just barely. One is AoE, they'd probably do approximately the same damage anyways, so I don't see any reason for taking this one. Okay. We can eventually make King Frost! Oh my god! Technically, we're eventually gonna have to make Magician Arcana if we choose to hang out with Kinji. But do we really? Do we really need to do that? But I'd have to give up power, and I like power. This is the thing that kind of sucks, is that I've got to be really careful about what fusions I'm making. Mitra and Matador, Strength. What is this? This is the Moon Arcana. This is the Fool. Can't make Orthrus. Mitra Matador, Mitra Power, Mitra Principality.
Is a great joy
Okay, so I don't need Temperance, but Strength I do need for Yuko.
This persona is. Please choose what skills to
Okay.
inherit.
Bufula. Oh, Makoha. That's fine. Oh, that's really good. Dodge slash, increase evasion skill against slash skills. Auto Sukukaja. Maybe Rebellion? Could also take Dodge Pierce just to give cover, just to give a little more coverage, and to potentially like give that to somebody else. 10% chance of reflecting physical skills. Diorama or Recarm. Let me see. I'm gonna take Dodge Pierce.
No new powers have been. Well.
And yes, I realize I don't have the social link for this one. And I usually try to prioritize getting social links that I have, but right now I just can't be bothered to remember which ones I don't have. I know for a fact that I've got that Chariot is done, so I don't really need to make one of those. I do need Hanged Man. Do I have like weaker versions right now is the question. Summon. I don't have much money. Okay, let me see. Do I have any like weaker Hanged Man units? The weakest I have is Inugami.
Does that persona catch your eye?
All right, which fusions do I still have?
Which will you
All right, we
choose?
still have the Emperor. We still have Justice. When I think about the ones that I'm actively doing right now, it's the Hanged Man and what is the old couple? Are they the Hierophants? Oh, but I also have the Hermit. I also technically have the Hermit for Maya.
Please take a look.
But Maya is really one I only do like once a week, but I did say I wanted to do that, so I gotta, let me see. Do I have any weaker ones that are cheap? The cheapest one I have is like 3,000.
This persona, yes, so you'll be summoning this one? May it be
Yeah.
your inner strength.
Summon,
This is your progress so far.
and then... let's see, didn't I say that I had a pretty cheap one for Hierophant? Okay, so the Omoi Kane,
You'll
oh
be
my
summoning
god.
this very well. It's yours. Very well.
Okay, so I do lose out on Hanged Man right now. It's fine. We'll earn some more money and fix up that issue at a later time. Like, for some reason, I'm picturing Star being like, I'm so proud, he's finally learning.
Good day. Are you accepting a request? Wonderful.
Persona Fusion milestone, thank you. Alright, never mind.
Very well.
It's enough to make a grown man cry. Ha! Funny. Can I inform them of the thing right now? Or is that something I never actually had to do? Did I actually have to investigate about the persimmon tree? It gets very confusing. So I went asking around about the persimmon tree for no reason. That sounds about right. That's my whole time playing this game, I swear. Oh God. I don't know what to do either. I'm not good with crying children. Grab Satanaku. Satanaku, you talk to her. She's all yours. Have fun. Just let me know how the conversation goes.
My dad.
Did you? I was taking a drink. Ku's trying to kill me. I was literally taking a drink and nearly spit it up. Quick Fox, what would Kirito do? SAO abridged. He would probably kick her.
Dad! He hit me!
Oh no.
It's not fair!
That's awful.
Yeah. You think so too? That's mean! Stupid meanie! All I did was ask why they're getting a divorce. He got mad at me and said to stay out of it.
I just want to say it. I just want to say it. Why does it feel like Fox called this shit earlier? I was like, I am not comfortable. I swear to God, I called this shit. I was like, why is this little girl the hanged man per Arcana? I was like, does she come from an abusive household? And look what happened.
I kept asking, but Dad yelled at me and hit me. Then Mom said it was my fault for asking so much. I don't know if they love me anymore. Do they just wish I would disappear?
No. No. It is never the child's fault for why an adult hits them. And I want to clarify, this is a child. At best, this little girl is like, what, 10? She has no idea what's going on. Her entire worldview is being uprooted. I mean, that's an entirely different circumstance, I would think. I think, ultimately speaking, most people understand what I'm saying. Is like, this little girl is trying to understand the situation that is going on. What would you like to show me, Star?
Never? But then, why do they get so mad? What if I ran away from home?
Don't do that.
I know how they really feel about me.
Don't do
They
that.
love me. They'll try to find me, right?
Anybody else get that vision of like when little kids say they're gonna run away, so they walk up to the nearest bus stop and then they wait there for like maybe 2 hours and then they come home? Sorry, I don't mean to laugh because this is a very situation, but this is the image that is popping into my head.
It's a secret, okay? Don't tell Mom and Dad I'm running away. I know you won't tell.
Little girl, I don't even know who your parents are, so yeah, I probably can't tell. So I guess good thing for you. Maiko seems to trust me a lot. We seem to be getting a lot closer. I don't know. I don't like this social link.
I have to go now. Let's play again sometime.
All right, what is this? Okay, hold on. Let me show chat what I'm looking at. Let me show chat. All right. Let's see. Where's my OBS? Comically large cat. Nope. That is a normal size cat. That's just a really tiny human. Let's be real. That's just a really tiny human. Parted ways with Maiko and headed back to the dorm. I gotta say that as far as the Persona game goes, and especially when it comes to social links, this is the best game that has been like holding my attention.
These shadows seem to be quite a bit more formidable than
I don't feel
ordinary
like
ones.
Persona 5 held my attention anywhere near as much. Persona 4's been doing an okay job, if you want me to be honest, but I feel like that's just because I've been doing it on myself, so I'm not focused on streaming either.
I see. So our enemies are growing stronger as well.
Wait, what was the... Okay.
Well, it's not all bad news. In fact, I called today's meeting because...
Hold on. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Kirijo-senpai something.
Oh no.
Oh? I know I'm not the only one thinking this. So much has been happening lately. I feel like I've just been getting dragged along without really understanding anything. But now, I want answers. So I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, Senpai? You're always acting like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour or Tartarus. But they're connected to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
I want to pause this because I do want to clarify that I don't feel like Mitsuru has ever once pretended she knows nothing about the Dark Hour or Tartarus. Just more that she doesn't know as much as any verifiable information, at least at the time. Like, it's always been more like she has guesses of things and we have to kind of go and verify them. That's the most of what I've been playing at here. I'm just throwing that out there.
What accident?
Yukari-chan?
There was an explosion near our school and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then.
Did we ask any questions though? Sorry, I think again, this kind of feels like it comes from the limited part because Yukari kind of mentions it as well, is that all of us kind of feel like we're getting dragged along, so we don't really ask that many questions. So I'm really just kind of thinking about it as like, I don't know. I think this is a matter of perspective here.
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But something is off here. At the time of the incident, there were several unexplained absences. Seems like more than just a coincidence to me.
Nope, definitely agree with that.
What do you mean?
Well, I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. Those students weren't just absent. They all suddenly collapsed and had to be sent to the hospital. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Remember those girls who bullied Fuka? They had to be hospitalized too.
Yeah, because they were diagnosed with apathy syndrome.
I want an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you have to know something.
Ah, I see.
Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. It just never seemed relevant.
Okay, on this one, I gotta give Yukari the point. That is the worst way to kind of play this out. It would be way easier if you just straight up admit that, yes, you were hiding something, instead of trying to say, I just didn't feel that it was relevant.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
All right, I'll tell you everything. Shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies, but what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They could be a source of unimaginable power, couldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that very line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather.
Huh. I was gonna say, oh wait, your father? Oh no, grandfather, okay.
My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows.
Yo, who's...
He
Well,
wanted to
somebody's a
harness their
mafia
power
boss,
to create
okay.
Something extraordinary.
I do not see the family resemblance whatsoever.
To that end, he assembled a research team and had them amass a number of shadows.
He was collecting them? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
But 10 years ago, during the final stages of the project, there was an accident, and the experiment failed. They lost control of the Shadow's power, altering the nature of the entire world.
You can't mean...
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour.
Yeah-oh.
According to the records, the accumulated mass of shadows split into several large ones that later dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Huh.
Maybe that's why it's difficult to predict where they'll appear.
Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus?
Because obviously it was the...
Tell me.
It's because that's where the explosion...
That's where they conducted the experiment?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Then those students who were hospitalized...
It's just as you fear. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could essentially do as they pleased. Port Island must have been the perfect location for them. So yes, as you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekko.
So are we saying that the 10 students who were hospitalized...
What are you trying to say here?
Did they somehow become the shadows? Is that what we're saying here? I might be a little bit lost here. I'm just saying, it's like, this is where it sounds like we're leading up to. But then I remember is like, okay, hold on. Aren't there like... How many are... Okay, there's like 12 Arcanas. I feel like we're eventually going to find out about like 2 other victims at least, probably including her grandfather or something.
So that's the whole purpose behind Seas? We were dragged into all this just to clean up their mess? You lied to us? And you knew too, didn't you, Sanada-senpai? You've both just been using us!
Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes much more sense. I was like, hold on. Oh, wow, that's...
I never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Okay, Yukari,
Think what
I
you'd
get...
like, but it was my decision not to share. the
Yukari, I
information.
get that you're pissed off, but don't go lashing out.
I'm sorry. It was never my intent to deceive you. Convincing you to join Seas was my highest priority.
I'm gonna go
I
ahead
know
and
it
say,
may not be
Mitsuru,
fair,
I'm on Yukari's
but
part.
shadows can only be defeated by Persona users. We are the only ones who can fight.
I feel like this is information that should have been, like, out there.
I never had a choice either. It didn't matter if I wanted this power or not.
Mitsuru, that's enough.
Takeba-kun, it's only those in the past who are to blame. And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But that's...
It's been 10 years since the incident in question. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But now that they're here, we have the chance
I'm
to
gonna put
find
this out
and
here.
destroy them.
I don't think that this is, like, a lot of... If somebody is, like, really upset with Yukari in this situation, and I do feel like a lot of people are, because I remember this specifically being in a video about about people who dislike Yukari. Yukari is not in the wrong of this situation where she is very upset, because in this particular case, what she feels like is that this was important information. If Mitsuru had been more vocally honest about what was being investigated, Yukari probably would not feel as upset as she does. Right now, she feels used. She feels like she put her trust into these people, and they didn't trust her back. I think that this is a way anybody would kind of interact. I'm also going to be fair and say it never really felt like Yukari really trusted Mitsuru. So, honestly, it's a mixed bag. It's the complexity of her character, where it's like her actions don't show trust, but I think that given how she feels, she does feel like her trust has been abused. Now, people dunk on Yukari because she's mean to their waifu. Now, Mitsuru really did mess up. This is something she really should have been open with from the get-go, because reality of it is, people would have eventually figured it out. And easily speaking, like, it almost would have been almost comical if they had done the stereotypical thing of where it's a villain reveals the true history. At least this way, everything would have been out in the open, and we would have the idea of what we were actually doing. Now, would Yukari potentially have still been pissed off at Mitsuru? Because she still probably would... Yes, honestly speaking, she still could have felt like that. But, again, neither character actually are doing anything wrong in this scenario. You have Mitsuru, who is undermined by the guilt she feels for a scenario that she didn't really have anything to do with, but because her family group is the one responsible, she holds that responsibility. But Yukari, who seems much more personally affected by this, is allowed to get angry. So this is very much a matter of perspective. And that's one thing I like about this game, is that...
Do you realize what that means?
This kind of reminds me of the situation with Ruby.
Cause of everything.
A lot of people dunk on Ruby during the Atlas arc, because for the vast majority of it, everybody is like, oh, it's all about how Team Ruby has the moral high ground, and it's like, it does end up that way, but I always felt that for a lot of that season, the story was much more about, like, making tough decisions, regardless of anything else. That's what it always felt like to me.
You're saying if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Sorry.
Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See? It's good news, isn't it?
No, I like Tartarus.
Could that really be true?
There's evidence to support it. And this is where our true battle begins.
What is your evidence, if you don't mind me asking?
Battle.
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to wait for them to strike first.
Right.
And there are still many mysteries surrounding Tartarus. For instance, why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answers must be out there somewhere.
Oh, my housemate just came back early. And I was saying, oh, hey, streaming. And they're like, okay, goodbye. And go back to making loud noises. I fucking hate that. It's like we had this conversation. Buckle up because the story's gonna pick up from here. Okay, that sounds fun. Alright, I'm going to save here. And we are going to call it an afternoon for today's stream. Okay. I feel so bad for Star because she's so excited for stuff and I'm just like, okay, we're gonna call it. I like to take the game in bits and pieces, okay? I like to take it in bits and pieces. Also, I'm now at my 30-hour mark, so that means I gotta... In any case, no, it is mostly just because I don't want to deal with my housemate making a bunch of racket just to piss me off, because he very much will do it just to test the limits of how he can push me. So I just don't feel like dealing with that. And so I'm just gonna stop him before he's able to do it. In any case, thank you guys for being here. I should not do my outro, but yeah. Tomorrow for streaming, it's a really hard to answer because I'm wanting to do a bunch of streaming this week because next week is Thanksgiving holiday and I'm planning on taking some time off for that because it's my Thanksgiving holiday, not Star's. She's Canadian. So I'm probably going to be taking some time off for that. My plan is to take off the day before, the day of, and the day after Thanksgiving. So I want to do quite a few streams this week. But then I'm also in a situation where tomorrow I have work. And I don't know if my boss is going to pull the stunt of trying to make us catch up on all of the work from today and have us do them all in one sitting. Or if he's gonna have us work between Tuesday and Wednesday. It gets very confusing because I can never predict what he's going to do. I kind of just have to take it. So I can't answer whether or not there will be a stream tomorrow. Because if it's all of the yards at once, I probably won't. If it's not, then I probably will. So it's very much a wait and see kind of thing. That's really all I can promise. It's just me sitting and trying to figure out what's going to happen. So let me see who is live. Who can we raid? Let's see. We're going to... I can raid Gabe. Okay, we're going to raid Gabe. Let him know that for me it's kind of a raid and run because I also gotta go do shit. So thank you everybody for being here. Appreciate the support and hopefully I will be able to catch you guys in another stream. I am hoping I can stream tomorrow, but we just don't know yet. Till next time, everybody. Till next time, everybody. Peace.